Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I am unboxing a KWA AKR-74M AEG 3.0 Recoil AK. Hi guys, so today I've been working with JTAC Customs again, and they've been kind enough to send me this AKR-74M Recoil AK by KWA. Now, this is a brand new one in the box. I do own one of these. You probably will have seen it in my footage videos, using it on various different sites. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I absolutely love this thing. So I already know I'm going to love it when I get it out of the box. But this thing is a beast, and I'm excited to show you what you get in the box. So, nice plain brown branding on the front and the sides. If I flip it over onto the back, you just get a little bit of warning text. You get a tag to use. Not that I want to ruin my box. On one end, you just get KWA. On the other end of the box, we get a sticker that shows us what's inside. Obviously, this is the 74 version. So I'm just going to slide this out of its box, pull open. I do prefer the top opening boxes, but it's definitely not a deal breaker when it has to slide out. So the first thing that's come out, was crumpled against the end, is a manual just showing blown up instructions and things, and obviously telling you how to operate it. The battery in this is in a very different place, and I'll explain why in a minute. So pull it out. Oh, look at this bad boy. I'm getting all excited again, just like when I got mine. So let's start here. So, like we've seen before in the in other KWA stuff, just a warranty card, a little piece about if there's a parts or repair. This is based in America, and on the flip side of this card is a website to download the manual for this AK. So we'll get that out of the way. Next thing we've got is a adjustment tool for the sight. We've got a speed loader for the magazine that will just load the rounds into this magazine. A little bit fiddly, you're better off with a proper speed loader. Now, this magazine is selectable between 120 and 30, which is different because my older ones are 60 and 30. So we've got a little tab here that you don't normally see on an AK mag, and these don't seem to be compatible with normal AK mag, but we'll come back to that in a second. When this mag is empty and it's fed every last BB, this pops up and it locks out the gearbox. It's an AEG 3.0, so it's got recoil and it's got the cut-off features, and I absolutely love this part, so we'll keep hold of that for now. And here we have piece de resistance. I absolutely adore this thing. It was my first proper weapon back after a bit of a break from Airsoft, and I've been in love with it since the moment I got it. So let's lift this out and get started. Underneath you have got a cleaning rod to help you maintain. So blow off the polystyrene. We've got the AK in all its glory. Now we'll start at the front and we'll work our way back. So, being an American manufacturer, this was originally intended for the American market. We have got the orange flash hider on the end. Obviously this is quite easily replaceable. You can buy a new one. What happens is you push in the little button there at the top, and this is a positive thread, and most of these, when you buy them, come with this. I think it's a 22mm positive fitting. Now, if you wanted to change, this has got a grub screw in it, and then this is 14mm negative underneath here, and that will give you access to a normal standard 14mm negative thread for Airsoft. Obviously, you've got the gas rod here that will slide out at this point, but we're just going to leave this on. With mine, I did, obviously being in the UK, I did change mine out for a all black one. I'll finish screwing that in. The other alternative is that you could just spray paint that if you wanted to. So metal front sight, basically metal everything. You've got polymer handguards here, metal across the rest of the body, polymer pistol grip, and we've got a polymer stock. The stock is folding. It's got safe, full auto and single shot, as we've seen before in AKs. So you've got safe at the top, you've got full auto in the middle because the Russian mentality is you're always on the attack, and we've got single shot at the bottom. So we'll come back to the front a second. So the battery is quite different on these AKs. So first of all, you have to lift up this little handle, and that moves out this part here. So I'm going to lift this handle guard out here, and this is where the battery goes. Now, you will have seen me often use this battery for test firing weapons. This is the battery that fits in here. I have two of these, and I've never once used both of the batteries entirely in a single day's airsoft, and I am pretty trigger happy. So what happens is, you connect the mini Tamiya up, you slide your connectors down the side there with a little bit of the wire, you sit your battery in. I always put the little connector down the side there, and then I coil the wires up a little bit. You then bring the handguard in, and it goes on, oops, when you're not making a fool of yourself, it goes onto the tube first, and then slowly lower it down, making sure that you're not nipping anything on its way in. I'll just reposition this to an easier position for me. It's not a very tactical battery change, so if you're counting on doing this mid-firefight, it's probably not going to happen. You're probably either going to have to drop out or change it between games, or just accept that you're going to die while still trying to do this, unless you've got really good teammates who are going to cover you. So let's try that one again, shall we? There we go. So put that on in there, that slides in, the cover slides in, make sure I'm not nipping anything, which it looks like I am. Nip them into there, and then when you get it into the exact right position, like I said, it is a little bit fiddly, and I've never seen an AK have a battery in this area before. There we go. The little handle just clicks back into place, and that's it, your battery's installed. So we'll test fire it in a second. Pull back on here, and you have to pull it all the way to the back to find the hop. Now, this is not a standard AK inside. There is some similarities, but not very many. And to change the hop unit and the barrel in this is a full massive job of basically dismantling the whole thing. I will do a video on that process soon to see just how complicated that actually is. So we've got the battery in here. Now the reason the battery isn't in here is if I remove the top cover, you will see there is the weight system. So this is the weight system to give you the recoil, and as the gun is fired, this will ping backwards and forwards to give you that vibration system inside of there. Now when the mag is empty, what happens is the gun locks off and will stop firing. You then have to insert a new mag, which goes in quite nicely, he says, and it doesn't. Oops. There we go, now it clicks in. You then have to pull back the charging handle and release it again, and that will activate the gearbox again and allow you to continue shooting. I love doing that. I absolutely love being able to do that mid-firefight. What does make me laugh is people look at you gone out a little bit and like, what are you doing that for? And often question me, why have I done that? At which point I tell them I have to. They don't believe me, so I let them have a fire, and then they absolutely love it when they discover that they have to change the mag and pull the charging handle again to carry on firing. Now, I know KWA do high caps for this, but they don't seem to be that easy to get hold of. But they will not operate the cut-off system. The recoil will work regardless of mag, but the KWA high caps will not cut off the gearbox once the mags are empty. So if you're wanting that realism, maybe you're a milsimmer, then I would stick with the mid-cap mags with a cut-off notch on there. With the stock, you just got a button here, click the button, it folds the stock over and it locks in place nice and solid. To release, button there, and it locks back out again. Obviously it does shorten it substantially, meaning CQB becomes more of a possibility with it, but it does impede your access to this side mount, and mounting something on there is an impossibility if that stock is folded. As you can see, there's no access down there to that side cover, so it is something to consider moving forward. Now obviously, because things are slightly redesigned inside of here, you don't seem to be able to get normal AEG high cap mags to fit this weapon. It doesn't seem to be much in it, if anything. When I've compared them to other AK mags, there doesn't seem to be anything, except maybe on this bit that it may be sat a little bit higher or lower. I'm not entirely sure. I believe this sits slightly higher, but they don't seem to accept standard AEG mags. So please don't go out buying Kima or TM mags, because they're probably not going to fit and definitely won't feed if you can get them in there. Stick to the KWA ones. So we'll fire it now, as I know a lot of you want to, so I'll move it down to single shot. Now, you probably saw that shaking in my hands. That's the weight system going backwards and forwards in the top there. It's got a nice, clean, crisp kick to it. Probably a little bit stronger than a TM Recoil M4. So we'll go for full shot now, full auto now. Now, it has got, considering this motor is powering a recoil engine, as well as the gearbox, it has got a really nice rate of fire to it. I have not been disappointed, and I'm one who is quite often big on changing motors out for better rates of fire. So I'll just clear the gearbox down and reset it, and shut it off again. Really nice, sounds like it's well made, just like my own is. Runs lovely, and this is the exact same battery that I run in mine, so the performance will be virtually no different whatsoever. Just an amazing piece of kit. I've run mine for probably around 2 years now, just coming up to 2 years now, and it's never ever missed a single beat. It has always just kept going and going and going. The range is incredible, the accuracy has been brilliant, the mags, the cut-off, the whole thing has just been one of the most wonderful experiences I've ever had with airsofting. So my hat is off to KWA, because they have engineered something really, really wonderful with this, and I've been dead impressed with it. So I'm going to box this back up in a minute. I'll leave the usual photos for you after the video ends. Please make sure you subscribe for a new video every Tuesday, and let me know if you've got one of these and what you think, or just what you thought to this piece in general. Thanks a lot. Bye.